logo going so that it
Oh, why?
includes
I love
maybe.
this one.
In
Oh, I do
5,
too, but
4,
we'll see how it goes.
3.
I don't know if I could recreate my
Dos,
smile and that hair.
Uno.
You know, I stopped
Go
listening
for
to Kid
it.
Craddock a long
And
time
we're
ago
live.
because of the whisper raps. I feel like I need to stop listening to the Social Distancing Show because of the time.
No, but then that would
Just
make us a
drives me nuts.
podcast, and we're not a podcast. So
I said, good evening, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
I didn't know you whisper rapped.
Hola.
No, we don't.
No,
Big
I
Al
don't.
used to whisper rap on Kid Craddock, and I stopped listening to it
Oh,
because it drove
okay.
me nuts.
Yeah.
It was disgusting to me.
I was trying to do a whisper rap right now, but I put myself on the spot. Couldn't come up with anything.
1 to the 3
Good-
to the 3 to the 4.
Good evening, everyone. So I'm glad you're joining us. We're going to do things a little bit different tonight. So because Dr. Pineapples is totally up past her bedtime,
Totally.
we are going to be respectful of her, and we're just going to start with the relationship advice for the week. Okay.
Yes, I love being number one.
You are number one. Yes.
I'm number one.
So with that, I'm going to go ahead and we'll let Joe read the relationship question that was picked.
Yes, I have it. Hold on, I'm still trying to share because somebody keeps distracting me, and I'm like trying to listen to 2 people at once, and
Ricky?
I want to make sure that.
We need you to
I was
leave
going to say
your dad alone.
producer. It's showtime.
No,
You got to go.
The producer is gone right now. She's gone somewhere.
She's
Yeah,
gone
so-
fishing.
She's gone fishing.
She's gone fishing, and I'm trying. Now there's all this pressure on me, and you guys are like,
Don't worry
like,
about the pressure.
watching
We
me?
can continue to whisper rap while you're
Right.
while you're
okay,
looking for
here we
that.
go.
What if we put together mumble rap and
Oh
whisper
my God.
rap?
You know, mumble rap is a level above whisper raps to me.
Then we'd be like ASMR. We'd be like,
Oh, ASMR raps. We'll have Eden come out and do that. We'll have Eden come out because she
And
loves
then I'll come on
ASMR.
and do beatboxing. Boots and cats.
yes.
Okay.
Here's Domini Asian saying, "Happy birthday, Sandy!"
Thank you, baby.
It is Sandy's birthday today, by the
What
way,
is that? A
everyone.
blowfish?
That's what I thought it
What
was.
is that, Joe? That's your thing, isn't it?
Jet, what is that?
Tell us in the comments, Jet.
It's a puffer fish, he said.
And then,
Puffer,
okay.
Puffer. Hi, Anita.
Hi, Anita. Anita
That
sent me a video
See,
that you
and that
liked,
gives us
Sandy,
time
earlier.
for people to join too. Join us for.
Anita sent me a video of the Matthew West do something.
Oh, yes. She's the one who introduced me to Matthew West.
Oh, she was?
Yes.
Here's John. John says, "Happy birthday,
Thank you,
Sandy."
Sean. I appreciate that.
John, what about Dakisa? She's just
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think you've ever said hi to her.
So, Sandy, do you have a birthmark on your arm?
Yes, it's a very large birthmark. She got it
Oh.
after she was born.
I'm like, do I need that was an upside down umbrella.
Oh, Rain said it's my favorite person's birthday.
Hi,
Aw.
Rain.
Nice.
My birthday's
Okay,
not till next month.
I'm ready. So I know Dr. Pineapples has some time, so we need to. All right, this is coming from Concerned Mom. So my daughter is young, 11, and she still acts like she is younger. She cries and whines all the time. She is on medication, but the thing is that she tells me she hates and she doesn't have to listen to me. But when it comes to bedtime, she just wants to sleep next to me. How much longer do I have to deal with this?
Well, as far as how much longer I have to deal with this, concerned mom, I have no idea. I do not know. But I can tell you that it does sound like attachment concerns, issues. There's different labels for children's attachment and adult attachment. And then the adult attachment range, it sounds like what we would call anxious attachment, anxious or fearful attachment, where you draw close to somebody and you want them to comfort you, but then you push them away at the same time. I think in kiddos, that's called avoidant attachment, and that's kind of what it sounds like. And I can't do like true diagnoses because, I haven't met you, I haven't met your daughter, but that's kind of what it sounds like. And the best thing for that is family therapy, actually. And I am a family therapist, so I know that. Depending on whether you're in Illinois, if you were in Illinois, you could see somebody like me. If you're in Texas, and I'm assuming because we're all in one of these places, if you're in Texas and you happen to be in Lubbock, Texas, there's an amazing program that I graduated from at Texas Tech University. They have the marriage and actually it's couples and family therapy clinic, and they work off of a sliding scale. So I think the lowest price is $10 a session, which is amazing for therapy. Yeah. Therapy will range between $150 an hour to $200 something an hour. So it's about $10 an hour. I think at 70, I think is their max, depending on how much you make, your income level. So I would definitely, if you're in the Lubbock, Texas area, I would definitely look at Texas Tech's couple and family therapy clinic. They're amazing. And I know because I graduated from there.
Right.
And yeah, I definitely check it out. Yeah.
So real quick, Dr. Pineapples, can you go a little bit more in depth about the sliding scale? Because I think what I understand from you saying that, a lot of times that can actually turn people off because they don't realize that, they don't know what a sliding scale, and they don't realize that people like yourself, doctors like yourself, that you offer sliding scales to clients.
Absolutely. So a sliding scale is dependent upon how much you make within a month or a year. So how much you make within a month or a year depends on how much we charge you for the session. So if you make under a certain amount, that's what's going to get you to that $10 a session. And if you make over a certain amount, that's what's going to get you closer to that $70 a session. And I know that Texas Tech does not take insurance. And so that's one of the reasons why they do the sliding scale, is because all they take is cash.
Right. So is it an honor basis, or would they have to bring their W-2 or their tax returns or something like that?
I'm not sure how they do it. So when I was there, it was pretty lax. Like, I don't think you had to bring in anything.
Okay.
And honestly, a therapist, once they start working with you, there's something called abandonment. So even if you can't pay, we're not going to abandon you. We're not going to say, I know you're in the middle of all this trauma work, but we can't see you any longer because you can't pay us, right?
Right, okay.
We continue to work with you and make sure that your emotional health and the emotional health of your family is doing okay. And then if we need to make sure that you have a provider that you can afford, we'll make sure that you get to them if we need to. Okay. So when I say do therapy, go to therapy, lots of people think about the cost, but remember that as therapists, honestly, we're mostly really sweet, kind human beings, and most of us will work with you.
Right. Okay.
Awesome.
One other thing I want.
Go ahead.
One other thing I want to ask real quick on that, Dr. Pineapples, is I think another thing that kind of and I know we're kind of going past the question, and hopefully Joe's got a question later, but
yeah,
a lot. I know when I speak to people about therapy, another thing that kind of gets them sometimes is it's such a disconnected field for them that they've never done, and so they kind of get overwhelmed on where do I even start? Like, how do I even look for a therapist?
Yeah. So the one thing that I would encourage people to do is go to the website Psychology Today.
I got it.
So I would go to Psychology Today, and then you can kind of filter out, depending on your insurance, the type of support you think you need, your area and location. It'll like filter down therapists that can focus on whatever you're dealing with, that take your insurance, and that are close to your house.
That's an awesome resource.
It is a wonderful resource. Right. And so that's what I would encourage people to do, is just kind of look through those web pages, see if somebody connects with you. That's how I find a lot of my clients. They'll go, I just read your page and I knew that I wanted to come see you specifically. And if you connect to somebody like that, just give us a call. Again, we're pretty nice human beings. So we'll kind of walk you through the process over the telephone and kind of go from there.
Awesome. Go ahead. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, no worries. I wanted to go back to the question itself. So she goes, my daughter is young, 11, and she still acts like she is younger. So
Mhm.
my question is, a lot of we kind of expect these kids to kind of grow up faster, or we give them adult emotions before we're ready to. Do you
Mhm.
think? And I think sometimes, maybe being a younger parent or something, you kind of like you should be acting like a 12-year-old. But what is to
Mhm.
say what a 12-year-old is supposed to act like, right?
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
There are certain, and I think it's Piaget, right? Did y'all who knows child development? It's Piaget, right? Anyway, that person who does child development theory, um, does like certain age ranges. So
Mhm.
there's like infant, toddler, child, preteen, teen, and it
Mhm.
kind of gives you a kind of range of where your child is supposed to be at on certain levels, social, emotional, physical, that kind of stuff.
Right.
But you're absolutely right, Joe. Like, you can't like hold hard and fast to those rules because like even let's talk about bedwetting. Like bedwetting, children can go all the way up to the age of 8 to 10 and still bedwet and still be normal children.
Right.
Usually that just means they have a really teeny tiny bladder that hasn't grown up with their body. But we as parents, we worry and we worry and we worry about our kids because like they're not 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds or 5-year-olds, right? And
Right.
we worry about them continuing to bedwet. But usually I wouldn't even worry about that like medically. You could talk to your pediatrician, but really 8 to 10, if they haven't outgrown it by 10, then I would work on some medical solutions. But you're absolutely right. We worry about things and our kids aren't quite there yet.
Right.
Awesome.
All right, so Psychology Today to start looking to narrow down your resources for therapists.
Yeah.
Sliding scales are available, meaning that depending on your income level, that may help you to afford a therapist.
Yep, absolutely. And I think that might be one of those check marks on Psychology Today, whether you need a sliding scale or not. So it might be one of those check boxes if you don't have insurance.
And if you have insurance, just call your insurance up and ask them what the copay or what the benefits are for seeing a therapist, a marriage therapist, or whatever. Just ask about therapy and then see what they say. And then look for free resources, like Dr. Pineapple said, at Texas Tech. How would they look for that one, babe? Would that be in the Psychology Today also, or?
I don't think so. I think you would have to go to the Texas Tech Couples and Family Clinic.
Okay.
So they have a website. They tell you how to call. And honestly, a lot of these resources are virtual now.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Therapy is not just like face-to-face. You can do it virtually, like over, not really Skype because it's not HIPAA compliant. It's not secure, but you can do it virtually. You can also text a counselor if you're nervous about talking. So there's text counseling. There's all kinds of different ways to kind of get your feet wet in therapy if you're nervous about it.
Awesome. That's great.
Good news.
And all that is great stuff because, like, again, we're very pro mental health here on the show, and we want to make sure that you guys, if you have questions, I know we talk about relationship questions for Dr. Pineapples, but if you just have questions in general about therapy, therapists, how it works out, things like that, she would be happy to help you out generally with those type of things. Just post the question up, email us at the Social UnDistancing Show at gmail.com. In the subject line, put Dr. Pineapples, and she'll get the questions and she'll do her best to answer you.
And thank you for that brave mom that emailed. It takes a lot to email something.
Just to even start the process.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was going to say next Friday is my last week of answering your questions. I've had so much fun and I can't wait to get the next email question to answer, but I'm going to miss y'all. So
I'm going to miss you.
That's awesome.
I'm going to miss you.
Well, we don't need to be like sappy now. We need to be sappy next week.
No, therapists start, our termination, our ending of our relationship.
Oh, I see.
Started early, so it's gradual.
Oh, so you're like
That's what
preparing
we do.
us. Right,
Yes, I'm
okay.
preparing you for me
Okay.
leaving
So it's not a
you.
hard stop.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not. You're right. Not a hard stop.
Yeah.
Joe likes
All
to
right.
break.
Well, guess what?
What?
I don't have to go home, but I have to get out of here.
Right.
Good night,
Awesome.
Dr.
Thank you so
Pineapple.
much, Dr. Pineapples.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night. Happy birthday.
Good night.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
man. Love you.
So I love her professional opinion,
Yeah.
and here's mine. Girl, get that chancla and whoop her butt. I'll give you something to hate for real. Okay?
Oh
Send me
man.
more letters and I'll help you.
Right. And you're
Kate
like,
said, "Happy birthday, mom."
and it's like, I don't know if it's a professional opinion, but it's a good opinion.
Professional, okay,
It's real. It may not be good, but it's a real good opinion.
Right. Exactly.
Happy Friday, Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda.
Happy Friday.
So it says, "Happy birthday,
Thank
Sandy."
you, Priscilla.
And Sean says, he doesn't say that, but
Sean was laughing at the chancla. Sean felt that.
Awesome.
oh,
So since you're running the show a little bit differently, I'm just gonna wait and see what you want us to do.
I know. I'm like, up to you. Hey, B.
Oh,
my God.
my goodness.
well, since we know it's a special day today, we kind of can't do this without,
Whoa.
without having some special guests on the show to come in and say a special something for you, Sandy.
Okay, y'all are gonna make me cry on my birthday.
Well, I hope you do have some tissues nearby.
Y'all didn't warn me beforehand.
Assistant got the memo.
The assistant's cleaning the pool right now.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yes.
So are we. We're at the pool.
So, oh, really?
Oh.
So, Sandy, we got something for you real quick. I want, if everyone else can mute for just a second. Joe, if you can help him real quick, actually.
Yeah,
do that.
I'll mute them.
They're like, how do you
Thank
mute?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
So, here we go.
Oh my god. Oh,
How's it going?
hi Trey.
What's happening, Trey? How are you?
What's up, guys?
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. So, can you hear me okay? Sounds like the sound went out.
Might be a little bit of delay. Can you hear us, Trey?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
There we
I
go.
can hear you.
All right. So, Sandy, we're kind of got together here to give a little shout out to you because we love you so much. And so
Oh, y'all are awesome.
we wanted to have DJ Sound Effects come on and kind of open us up with a beat, if you don't mind, bro.
I
Of
don't
course.
mind.
Okay, all right. Let's go. Let's.
Can you guys hear me? Do I sound good?
Yep, sound good.
You're good.
Awesome. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
I'm ready.
Oh, there is some delay. I'm so sorry. I think there's another. Yeah, you guys are up in the background. I'm so sorry. There we go.
Okay.
Sweet. Let's get it. Your
It's like,
podcast is up in the background. I'm like, why is there a delay right now? Sweet.
Happens to us all the time. We understand how it
Yeah.
goes.
That's the
I'm like,
fun of being a
whoa.
live show.
I know, right? Okay, let's really get it this time. Happy birthday, Sandy. Break it down now. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
We will help get everyone unmuted.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
All right. So the spirit of today is obviously for you, Sandy. We all came. We got everyone here to come and join and wish you a happy birthday. And so with that, we kind of want to go across the room and just have everyone say happy birthday, share a little something encouraging for you, and just give you a time to feel special right now, to feel good. This is my Feel Good Friday for the show.
Oh,
for Sandy,
awesome.
okay?
It's ours. It's ours. We put our name on it.
It's
It's
ours.
ours.
I didn't do my homework today. So why don't we start with you, B? How about you?
Just
Let's
put my
start.
name on it. It's cool.
Okay, got it.
Okay, Jamie, I have a picture that I want to show because I'm going to throw it back.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So if you
Me
can,
in there.
okay, so I'm going to just share a picture.
I don't know how this is gonna work with all these people.
Okay.
This should be interesting.
It'll be fun.
Okay, we're going to chat. We're going to chat.
Yep.
There we go.
Do y'all see a picture?
Not yet.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. Here we go.
No?
Boom.
Boom!
Aw.
Oh my goodness!
I was just throwing her back. Sandy, happy birthday. I wish I could be there to celebrate, but I had to move to Miami. But I just want to let you know the awesome person that you are. And you've just always been a role model for me ever since I was little. And as you can see here, I'm thankful that you've been a sister to me, someone that I could look up. I've moved so many different places. I've done so many crazy things, but I know you're always there 100%, always supporting me. I just want to let you know you're just an amazing person, such a caring person, kind-hearted. And I love you, Sandy, and happy birthday.
Oh,
and
thank
virtually
you.
we can do this. Well, maybe not. To make it birthday.
Oh, thank
Aw.
you so much. Love you so much.
Happy birthday. Great, great, great.
That's awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Let's move over to DJ Sound Effects. Let's get famous shot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Just a happy birthday line.
That delay must be really bad.
Yeah.
Just an encouragement shout out.
Yeah. Sandy, it's been really cool. I've been on your old show, I guess 3 times now.
Yeah.
And it's been really encouraging just being a part of it and being a part of the whole experience. And you're definitely really fun to talk to. And I'm glad I'm able to celebrate your birthday today. I sadly live in Kentucky, and there's also COVID going on, so we don't actually get to meet in person. So
Right.
It's a whole situation. But I hope you feel encouraged and just really inspired today. And I hope this day is you feel special.
I do. Thank you so much, Trey, for being on, and thank you for always making me fangirl.
I'm glad I could do that.
I appreciate it.
You really do.
I do
Trey,
fangirl, and I try not to. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be okay.
Thank you so much.
How about you, Rain? Let's go to you.
Well, first of all, I just want to say happy birthday, Sandy.
Thank you, Rain.
And even though you haven't been in my life since I was born, it feels like I've known you for forever because you're always there for me and Jada. And you always encourage me so much with school, and you're just always there for me.
You're gonna make me cry. Stop
We
it.
love you a lot.
I'm not crying. You're
We
crying.
love you a lot.
I love you girls so much.
Awesome.
Awesome.
How about we go to you, favorite son?
Hi, that's me. Do I sound okay?
You do.
Okay. Well, happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you, baby.
Even though I already said happy birthday this morning because I'm the favorite.
Yes.
You're not the favorite. I am.
Someone might say something different.
Oh no. Well, I was just gonna give like a kind of like a big thing about my mom, was just because, for the longest time it was just me and her together, and she was always really strong for the both of us, and she did her best that she could for me as I grew up, and she's really supportive of me now, and I just want to say that she's the best person I know.
Thank you, baby. I try.
She only tries all the time, and she tries harder and harder every
I
day
agree.
to keep up with my antics because I'm a troublesome child.
No.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Thank you, baby.
All right. How about you, Kate?
Jamie, just
Oh.
like that.
What?
What?
Just and can you share the screen of how since Alex is here, we have one picture for Alex for Sandy for Mom to remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
We knew he was trouble
Yeah,
from this
Yeah.
we went through a quick phase.
Early onset signs of early trouble.
Right. There was no doubt.
I love it. Thank you, B.
Kate, how about we go with you next?
my mom is special because she is my one and only mom, and she's my very favorite mom that I've ever had in my life.
Okay.
Good words.
And all
Good
jokes
words.
aside, she's probably the wisest person I've known.
Oh
And,
gosh.
any question I can ask, she can answer. And it may not be a good answer, but it's an answer.
There you go. Yeah. It's an answer nonetheless.
And that's all enough for me. Just because, I mean, I love my mom, and I'm so glad that I was able to be lucky enough to have a mom like her. So
Thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you
Nice.
too, Mom.
Nice. And then the famous assistant is on, making his debut without the voice on. We usually get him
behind the
in the back.
scenes, but
Yeah,
He's usually behind the scenes.
I
Yeah.
know.
lots of behind the
Yeah.
scenes. Real quick, face to face.
yeah, Sandy
Finally,
can't-
good to meet you, and love your videos, by the way.
Yeah, the famous grills and all that stuff are over here. Yeah.
Oh snap!
Nice.
It's going to be going down tomorrow for Sandy's birthday.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I will be there.
get some video of that.
But yeah, so I mean, behind the scenes for this show, Sandy's usually pointing back at me, talking, and I try to help her out how I can. But in real life, it's kind of the opposite. She's behind me all the way. She's the secret to any success that I have. I mean, she's the one that keeps me going. She's the rock of our family. So, and she's just the overall, beautiful person, beautiful personality, great sense of humor, and that's why everybody loves her. I don't know anybody that that doesn't like Sandy. Everybody that she meets is a friend. So usually around this time of year, we're trying to take a vacation. We usually take a vacation, and Sandy's birthday usually falls on that week when we're out. But due to the extenuating circumstances this year, we've been relegated to staying home a little bit more than normal. So hopefully this birthday's a good birthday for her and one that she can remember. So,
Thank you, baby.
We all love you, Sam.
Nice.
He's right about that. We do all love you,
I can't
Sandy.
hear him.
Thank you, guys. I love you all. Thank you so
Love you,
much.
Mama.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, babe.
Awesome. So
We
everyone,
love you too.
Love you, girls.
so thank you all for joining us. Sandy,
You're
we
my favorite
have
person in the whole entire universe.
Sandy. Towards the end of the show, I do want to let you know that we sent out a virtual card to get signed by as many people as we could,
Oh,
and
really?
I will give you that so that, and maybe during the after show you can read it and you can kind of read it. But I will tell you, you got quite a bit of comments in the card.
Yeah, there's no way we could read them on the show.
Oh,
No,
really?
yeah. I thought originally I was like, oh, we'll have a few enough to read on here, but I was like, no, this is
Yeah.
pretty huge. So we'll make sure to get that to you, and then
Okay,
you can peruse
awesome.
it. A lot of great, encouraging people signed it and sent their love to you and things. So
Well, thank you guys for doing that. Seriously, a surprise. I had no idea. Kate said nothing to me. Eric said nothing to me. So thank you so much. I appreciate that.
well, since they got to share, I think Joe and I get a chance to share too. After all, I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, take it easy on me.
So I'll go, Joe, and then maybe you can finish.
Okay.
Okay.
That
All right.
sounds good.
So, yeah, I absolutely love you, Sandy. I appreciate coming back and getting to meet you again and hang out with you. Like, it feels great. And, it was a great, fun time hanging out with you. And then coming back on the show and then getting back here. And you were always a great friend of mine. And hate it that we just drifted or whatever happened. I hate it that I didn't really stay connected, but glad that I'm getting connected back to you. Love that we do this show together. You're one of my favorite people around. I can't wait to get back to Lubbock so I can see all of you, all of the pretty people here on the
Lubbock,
screen.
Texas?
I can't wait to. But you know, you're just a great friend. You're just a great friend. Like what your husband was saying earlier. Like meeting you is there has been no hard feelings. It's just coming back together and being like, oh, this is my buddy. This is my buddy. You know, I'm like, yes. You know, I feel good about that again. And so I think everyone needs a friend like you in their lives. Someone who just makes them laugh. Someone you can just shoot the wind with, kind of whatever, and just be like, okay, good. We're good. And so I'm very grateful to do the show with you. I really, like I told everyone in the post earlier, is like having you as a co-host is one of the coolest things here. And I just want to say thank you for being a good friend.
Thank you, Jamie. And I feel like we just picked up where we left off so many moons ago.
For real, though. For real. So
thank you.
I hope you're encouraged by tonight. I hope you're encouraged.
Oh my gosh, I am so encouraged, and these are tears of happiness.
Good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Julia.
You're welcome.
This is my niece because happy birthday too.
Happy birthday.
I see that.
Look at the little bitty one.
So, Sandy, I don't know if you remember when we first met.
I do.
But I do. We met at Caboose. I was working at Caboose. You came in with the producer, and you started talking, and you already started hacking on me.
The common theme, I think.
You're right. You had started hacking on me as soon as you met me, and it was like, who is this person talking to me like this? But we have known each other for so long. I remember your big boat of a car that you had whenever you first came to Lubbock, and I remember the overalls when my firstborn was born. I remember.
That's right, the overalls.
Yeah. And you have been. It's fun watching you. How much you've grown up. How much you've become so much part of our family. And I, you're basically a sister to me. So there's no. Anytime that you need anything, I'm there for you, and you've always been there when I've needed something. And it's just amazing to have you in my life, and it's just awesome. And it's funny because we did this for my birthday. Coming back to me because that's how it is.
They talk about me now.
Yeah. It's funny, because we did this for my birthday, but we didn't have any idea that it would last this long. And to be frank with you, I'm glad that it lasted this long because I think. These types of birthdays where you can get everybody in and they can say something about you have been awesome. And so, again, I love you. I think you're so awesome to have in my life, and the way that our kids get together and stuff like that is really cool. So
yeah, well, thank you so much, Joe, and sorry for all those years of grief that I gave you. Grief when you were my man.
Yeah, some of these gray hairs are probably yours.
You can name those after me for sure.
Photography.
I love you guys so much, and your kids are my kids, just kind of like little Rain and Zeta over here. I just, I love my family. Family's everything to me, and not just Jamie, you're my family. Joe, you're my family. You've been my family from day one. And if I don't make fun of you, it's probably because there's something wrong with you, and I really don't.
Right. Yeah, if she doesn't make fun of you, she doesn't like you.
Right. But thank you all so much. It just means the world to me, and it's just amazing. I'm so glad that you guys coordinated and make me feel so special.
Okay, well, so that would all be Jamie.
Right.
I was out of commission a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jamie. You're just amazing. I appreciate it so much.
And yeah, it's easy to do it for people like you guys. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
So with that, guys, y'all can stick around if you want, or you can feel free to get back to your normally scheduled routine tonight.
Hi,
for us, we have Sandy has some good news. Oh, I heard. So feel free to stick around and hang out if you want to. Sandy, I know you had some really good news, and I need to know what's going on because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to know what's so great that happened to you yesterday.
Okay, so Rain, get Zeta and King back in the shot real quick. So yesterday,
Zeta, come here.
So this is my my feel good story of you know, I had told you last week, I said I have a feel good story next Friday. I'll be ready for that. And so, man, I can't even get through it.
You got this.
So you see Rain and Zeta and King. Yesterday, Zeta and King officially became part of our family. My brother and sister-in-law were able to adopt. And it's just been an amazing journey for them. And I mean, it's been heartache. You know, my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law have not been able to have kiddos of their own. And so they have fostered 12 kiddos, and each one of them going back. And so I've watched my sister-in-law grieve every time that she's ever had to sit a kiddo back. And she doesn't know, but Kate and I and Alex and we've broken down. Every time we've had to send those kiddos back, it's just been so tough. And now Zeta and King are stuck with us. They are officially part of our family. We got to witness it on a Zoom meeting Thursday morning. And I've watched the video several times, and I've cried every time. And my sister-in-law did, she did a little video, like a little family slideshow. And I mean, I've watched it several times. It's just so hard. So Rain came into our life in October. She aged out of foster care. And so they adopted her. She was the first kiddo. And then I went to pretty much every court hearing for Zeta and King. And I'm telling you what, man, those are intense. You just come out feeling, you know, like what's going to happen. You know, you don't, the tables aren't really tipped. You don't really know what's going to happen. And, you know, I just know that my brother and my sister-in-law prayed. They've prayed so much for these kids. And anyway, just a blessing to have. And I actually shared the video. I'm not sure if you want to share it all in its entirety, but
how long?
It's a 6-minute video. We can probably forward it to the last 3 minutes if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, it's great. It's just a great feeling. And, you know, my family's growing, and they grew, seems like overnight.
Right. Yeah. They already caught up with me.
Right. I know. It's like my instant family. G's like, oh yeah, you have 2 kids. Well, bam, I've got 3.
Right. Exactly.
You want me to share it now? I got it pulled up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll work.
I'm gonna play it.
All right.
Yeah, probably
I'm at the 4-minute mark.
How long is it?
7 minutes.
Yeah, I would probably go just a little bit further. Probably at the 5-minute mark. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Joseph, from this point forward, that King be known as Joseph Kingston Rodriguez. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And do you believe that should the court grant this adoption today, that would be in the children's best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to do so and to change their names?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, we would rest and close.
Mr. Morrow, what do you think?
I'm all in favor of this, Judge. I recommend that the court grant the movant's petition and that these children be adopted and that the name changes motion be granted.
Ms. Simmons, Ms. Foster, tell me what y'all think about this family.
We're in favor as well. I think that this family is so great for these kids. The way they mesh together is just beautiful, and they interact with each other very well.
All right, Casa?
I couldn't agree more. They're great.
We just can't agree more. You know, just total agreement, total recommendation. This is an awesome family. Wish we could clone them.
Well, I have had these 2 kids on my docket for a bit, and I've kept an eye on them and your family, and I think that y'all have done a great job so far. I'm super excited to sign this adoption for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay. Keep those t-shirts. Put them away for a rainy day. Look at that little smile. That is beautiful. All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Anything else we need to take up?
No, Your Honor, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Thank you to this team for getting this done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Judge, on today's finals, I have a docket going in.
Yeah.
So, this is so crazy. And I was telling Eric and I were talking about it. I said, this has been like the ride at Disney. This process has taken so long. So King has been with Brenda and G since December of 2019. December of 2019? No.
No, longer, right?
Longer. Oh my gosh. My dates are so December of 2018.
Yeah.
We got December the 22nd. And Zeta was April of 2019. And so I equate it to you being in this long line at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And that adoption took 7 minutes. And it's like, you've waited a couple of years already, and then you finally get to your ride, and then it's like 5 seconds and you're done, and you're like, what? All of this for 5 minutes. But yeah,
Right.
and so I was so excited yesterday. Like I said, I've just been crying all day long, when the day of the adoption. And Zeta was like, man, it'd been awesome if it had been on your birthday. And I'm like, oh, it was close enough.
Yeah.
I'll always remember the date. But
Man, that's amazing. Congratulations to your family, to everyone involved with that. Man, that is the ultimate feel good story kind of thing right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just been a blessing. These kids are awesome, and just grateful to have them in our family.
Well, I hope you're ready for them when they need to come visit Chancla SD for a little bit.
Starting with rain, line them up.
I graduated. I'm not going back to school.
I'm for real school now.
Well, you can still get special degrees in it.
Right.
Alex is like, I went through it and I got the shirt. I don't need to go back.
No, the thing is because I actually got the chancla from kinder through, so I'm okay.
Right.
Exactly.
I feel like I should have had a sturdier chancla.
Right. Well, I saw it too, and it brought a tear to my eye as well. And just watching it, and in the family group text, yes, I was crying. So what a lot of people don't know is that I'm adopted as well. So when I see it actually happen in real life, it's so heartwarming to see, and especially since I know these two kiddos.
Yeah.
And it's just really an awesome feeling for them,
And
for us as adopted kids.
And so Joe's not going to tell you this, but I will. I had reached out to Joe, and I'm like, "Hey, Joe, does your camera take really good pictures?" And he was like, "Well, what do you have in mind?" I'm like, "Hey," I said, "I'd love to give Brenda and G their first official family photo." He's like, "I've already reached out. I've already taken care of it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, you're so awesome."
That's awesome, Joe.
That was amazing. So yeah, I mean, we've got a pretty awesome little family.
Yeah, you do, man.
Yeah, so we'll get them taken care of.
That is a great. That's a high note. That's a high note right there.
I know. There's we can't have any other feel goods. There's no more.
Good, because I didn't do any homework. So.
Right. Well, but how good do you feel right now with that distraction you've had?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Joe, tell everyone what happened.
Oh
to you.
yeah. So over vacation, I was having some tooth pain, so much so that I couldn't even eat. And I'd have to chew on this side of my face, and I was like, "Oh, this is miserable." And on the way back, I was like, "I can't. We're gonna have to call the dentist." So we called the dentist, and they're like, "Well, we were traveling on Friday to come back, and we made the phone call." And I was like, "Please try to get me in on Monday." Of course, they can't get you in on Monday. So I had to wait all the way till Friday, and while I was waiting, the pain went away, and so I was like, "Well." Maybe I shouldn't do it, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, well, it may happen again. So I go to the dentist, and they're looking at it like, it's got to come out. I'm like, oh.
Now, did you make sure that you marked the tooth that needed to come out of them? Because I heard a story, and I was going to ask him about it before he left.
Right. So I kept repeating this eye over here. And so the picture that y'all see on the social distancing page, that's with me with nitrous on my nose. Let me tell you, so I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I'm very much a control freak.
Wink.
Yeah, and so that's technically the very first time that I've felt like quote unquote high. And so I was laying in the chair, and I'm like,
yeah,
I was floating, y'all. I'm floating, and my arms kept wanting to do this. They kept wanting like. And I'm like, oh. And so I was like, and then I was grabbing the phone and I was like, hopefully I don't drop this on my face. And I took a picture of me. It is, but I could see why people love that feeling because I was good to go.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
They went in there and they gave me the shots in my mouth. I didn't even feel them. I was like, yeah, whatever, it's cool.
Give me another one if you need to.
You need some more here? Yeah, just go ahead, shit, it's fine. And so I'm sitting there. So it took like an hour and a half to do it because they have to first they give you the gas, then they give you the shots to numb up your face, and you're and so I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then the dentist comes over and he's like, okay, we're ready to go. Sure, man, whatever, it's cool.
Take your time.
Take your time. I'm gonna stay on this.
Hey, have you ever had a tooth moved? Have you ever had that nitrous oxide on you? Have you ever had anything close to that?
You say me?
Yeah.
Well, I've had my my wisdom teeth removed, and I actually had to be on the half dose. It wasn't nitrous; it was the consumable stuff that I took. But I have a funny story about my sister. And she like I'm putting her on blast right now. Yeah. Like
might as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I was there and it was kind of disturbing. Like she took the medication, she took the full dose, so she was like gone. And they have to wheel us in a wheelchair over to the operating table. So she's like in and out. She starts crying. I'm like, no. It was just so sad. And like for me, I'm like in and out. And so I'm straight up like waking up with them working and pulling out my teeth, and I go right back under.
Gosh.
And it doesn't freak me out because I have no idea what's going on.
Hey guys, what's up?
So like, I've had several like things like that, but the only time I've really been knocked out was definitely for wisdom teeth removal, and it was pretty funny just watching other people's reactions because I was loopy afterwards. I felt great. It was hilarious, but
yeah. She asked me. She goes, so they first put the nitrous on you, and she's like asking some questions. She goes, "Are you allergic to anything?" And I'm like, "Well,
nitrous oxide."
Shrimp.
I was like, bananas, shrimp. She's like,
are you actually allergic to bananas?
She's like, no, medicine. Oh, I don't think so.
He is, Trey. He is allergic.
What?
I'm allergic to bananas and shrimp.
Too.
Yeah,
you are too, Alex?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
No way.
Yeah. I only learned that Joe was allergic to bananas like a couple weeks ago or something this month, and now Alex. So you two are the only two people I've ever met who've ever been allergic to bananas.
Yeah. Another weird
bananas
one is actually cinnamon too.
Wow.
How did you find out you were allergic to cinnamon? I'm just curious.
Well, growing up, I always hated
challenge.
cinnamon candy, not because they were spicy, because I knew they would make my throat itch, and I couldn't equate it to anything. I never knew.
Yeah.
Until I got older, and I was like, something's not right with this, because candy's not supposed to make you itch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all know what we had him do as good parents? I can't remember. He was like in 3rd or 4th grade. We're like, we'll give you $20 if you do the cinnamon challenge. So
no.
He could have died.
Oh my God.
I was going to say, have you done that yet? Because you'll find out real quick.
Oh, no, yeah.
He was like, and then he's asthmatic on top of it. I'm like, give my $20 back. What are
You lost.
Mom's
Wamp, wamp, wamp.
mom's number one thing. Another like one of those funny stories from mom's birthday was
Oh gosh.
growing up. I always had some sort of injury. Mom's number one motto was, "Yeah, it's okay. You'll be okay in the morning."
She was such a caring mom, wasn't
Take
she?
some Robitussin. You'll be
Yeah,
right.
when she found out the next morning when my shoulder was also separated.
Yes, that's a true story.
Yeah.
So what happened? Listen, Alex always cried wolf. He was always at the nurse's office all the time, and I'm like, just give him some Smarties. He'll think it's Tylenol. He'll be fine. So he had some kid landed on him during football. And he was like, they were playing, and he was like, "Mom, my shoulder hurts," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're fine, you're fine." And he went to school the next day. 9 o'clock in the morning, Alex is already in the nurse's office, and they're like, "Mrs. Abby, Alex is in here complaining about some shoulder pain." I'm like, "Yeah, just give him some Tylenol." He'll be fine." They were like, his shoulder's actually sticking out quite a bit.
They told my mom. They said he actually has 2 protrusions on the back of his shoulder blade.
She was like, "This darn kid! I swear to God, she's gonna kill me."
But here's the deal. Okay.
I see bone through his back, but
But here's the deal.
Let's give him a
He went on-
Band-Aid.
he didn't complain about it. He went on to school, didn't complain about it. Waited till he got to school to complain about
Oh, he made you look bad, Sandy.
Because no, because
being at school early.
Because I knew the number one thing she would have said was, "You're lying or you're faking it. You just don't want to."
That's what happens when you cry wolf all the time.
That's what happens. Yep.
I know what pain I felt.
But
He's like, my mom tried to kill
You
me.
don't know
She
me.
sent me to school with my shoulder dislocated or out of whatever whack. Yeah. Hey, what about you? Did mom ever send you with your pinky toe hanging loose?
I never had an injury ever.
He can't have injuries.
You raised that one well, Sandy.
Well, I mean, he's been borderline. Other than what was that?
It's
Someone's watching double shows.
And then, Kate's constantly going to the asthma doctor, and they tell us every time we go in, "Well, Kate, you're probably on the verge of death." We're like,
"Oh, you're gonna die tomorrow."
Yeah, that was what his doctor would tell us because his asthma inflammation was so bad.
Oh my God! And he was being legit, wasn't he?
Yeah, she was like, "Kate, you're tough as an old boot."
Oh,
we survived.
We
made it. Alive.
Yeah, we're standing today, so clearly we survived.
Clearly.
All right, so to continue on, Rain, what do you got? What's the story where you were damaged and you shouldn't have been damaged and you had to go anyway?
I don't think I've had any with Sandy or Brenda. Oh no, you know what? Every time I stay at Sandy's house, I have allergies and an asthma attack, and I have to take a Benadryl, and it never fails. Just because
And then I'm
of,
like, Rain, you can't come over to my house anymore. And Rain's like, "Oh, I'll sacrifice."
No,
Rain, it's because of Piper. That's why.
We're so allergic to my Newfoundland.
No, yes.
And actually,
I love
Piper's
Sandy so
allergic
much,
to
I don't
you.
care.
She coughs and sneezes when you come over.
Yeah. So what goes around comes around.
I'll risk my life just to see her.
I thank you.
No.
B, what about you? What you got?
Oh, I'll tell you one about B.
Oh, okay, go.
So B was probably like 8 months old, and I loved babies. I've always loved babies, and I had her in the stroller, and I was kind of popping wheelies with B, and I popped a wheelie, and B fell back.
Oh.
I got my butt beat, and I was
okay.
I was not able to hold the children for.
Oh, you were grounded from holding the children.
I was, and I might have done something to Henry as well. I was just so excited to hold babies. I was a little frustrated.
Well, I turned out pretty fine, so I think I'm okay. Sandy.
Right.
You're good.
Matter of opinion.
Every now and then.
Matter of opinion.
Right.
Sometimes we're our own worst critic. Other times we have no clue where we belong.
Right.
Sandy, did you pop wheelies with a lot of kids with the strollers?
Not after that.
Well, actually,
She just ran around the street doing it.
Kate and Alex both said,
Did you do it? Did you do it to 2 kids?
Maybe even 3, but I cannot confirm or deny. It might have been 3. I was obsessed with popping wheelies and strollers.
You're living life dangerously there, huh?
I mean.
Oh, Brenda says, y'all are so amazing. Did we already go through these?
Nope. Go for it.
Yeah.
Love
And
you,
then
Brenda.
Trey, I guess your sister. Later, she asked the doctor to dance.
That is my mom.
Oh, that's your mom. Okay.
My mom and pops.
Nice.
Mom, your son is amazing. Can we just say that? He is dearly loved on the Social UnDistancing Show, primarily because of very special someone today who fangirls over him tremendously.
I fangirl over your son.
But the rest of us really enjoy what he does too. So
thank you guys.
Yeah.
I've been practicing my boots and cats.
There you go. Yes. Let's go.
Trey, did you see last Friday my wife threw a beat down and Sandy near fell out the chair?
No, I've got to look that up.
We were sitting here and I was like, boots and cats. And then my wife started going, boom. And she just dropped it. And Sandy was all like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? It was awesome. Yeah, check it out. It was pretty, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So thank you for having such a talented son, such a wonderful son. I hope you're proud of him. I know you are. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Priscilla said, my daughter's allergic to chlorine. She just started breaking out from it in May.
No!
Oh, man.
She went swimming at my friend's house, and she broke out all over. I freaked out, but once it's dry, she is okay.
Just use the saltwater pools from now on.
Saltwater pools or freshwater pool.
Is that what you do? You have to. Is that how people? Oh, they have to just swim in different water.
Yeah, because chlorine's
Sodium chloride.
Yeah. Yep.
That sucks,
You
Priscilla.
know, the crazy part is Cade had one of his most severe asthma attacks in a chlorine pool when he was younger. And I mean, he had to be hospitalized, but they think that he had like really high levels of chlorine in that pool.
Wow.
So they must have like just threw, because they throw a bunch of chlorine in to shock the pool when there's accidents in there.
I used to be a lifeguard. I know all about it.
Oh, you did, Trey?
Yep. We have to shock the pool when people have an accident or anything. Well, a known accident, if it's obvious or whatever. We have to. You literally put bleach in a pool. I mean, I'm not joking. Like, put bleach in a pool.
Right.
Okay, real quick question on that. Is it? Wait, what'd you say, Alex?
I said Kate hasn't had good experiences with pools. Whenever he was at swim school, Mom or the lifeguard had asked me to help nudge Kate to jump off the diving board.
I did it by myself once.
Well, the first time I had to go and push him off, and he started panicking, and he almost had an asthma attack then too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was like 3.
You said you had to push him off.
Kids like this, I do not recall that information.
Yeah.
Well, the lifeguard had said because they knew I was there, and they're like, "Well, he needs help," and he started freaking out and panicking, so I pushed him off, and yeah, I didn't.
That's like the worst thing to watch is them teaching your kid how to swim, and they push him off the diving board, and you're like, I will go crazy.
Jump. You're in slow motion mode right there, right?
Well, I'll do it myself.
Hey, Sandy, do me a favor.
Yes.
Can you just yell Eric's name real quick?
He's right here.
Yeah, just say, hey, Eric.
He's got something for me.
Oh, he does. Okay, let's see what that is.
He's been holding it. What is it?
Make sure you show it on the screen.
I know. I'm like, did you get me that?
Remember, it's for the show.
Nothing's ever for us anymore individually.
Content.
It's always for the show. Yeah.
No way! I already know what it is. Yes.
No.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jamie.
Did you put my name on it? Okay, good.
Oh, it does say Anne from Beach Bob.
Sweet.
Also known as Joe.
I love it.
I hope
Awesome.
so. I remember when you said you have a Superman shirt. I was like, how can Sandy not have a Superman shirt?
Because I used to give them all to Alex. Like
I have 2.
Yes, so he has become owner. Cade is wearing my Thor shirt. Alex has become
That
owner.
was originally Alex's.
So your shirts just go down the line from Alex to Kate.
They
Huh?
get hand me downs. Yeah.
So Kate, you need a Superman shirt too, don't you?
I've actually got one right here. I just unpacked it.
Oh my!
Here, hold
And
this.
it's one of mine. Who has the one that has the face on it?
You.
Yep, that's one of mine.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I think I have the face one too.
Well,
I
you
had to give it
stand
away
up.
because it was inappropriate.
Actually.
So you two have it, but now Cade, you need a Superman shirt though too, right?
We'll work on
No.
it, Cadester.
Okay.
I don't have the.
Oh, you don't have the
one
face
anymore.
one. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, man,
Oh,
time flies when we have
I know,
fun, y'all.
y'all are making me cry. I'm gonna tell y'all one funny story. What happened to me today?
Okay.
Okay.
So I went to Eric gave me a spa day.
Good job. Good job, Drake. Good job.
that caught me up completely on guard.
Oh,
Go ahead, Sandy. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So I got a spa day for my birthday, and I was the lady was giving me my massage, and she's like, so do you work out? And I'm like, man, she's getting ready to tell me how buff and ripped I am. And I'm like, no, I just run a little. She's like, well, you really do need to strengthen your back. You might want to lift some weights or something.
Oh,
My goodness.
I thought she was gonna say I'm ripped. I'm fucking comfortable.
You're like shatter me with compliments.
You have a very strong back.
I was like, well, then wait your tip.
You are a weakling.
Pretty much. She's like, you might
You
want
need
start
to work
lifting
out
weights.
more.
You have no muscle. I have more muscle in this pinky finger than you do in all of your back.
That's what she told me. Exactly just like that.
Just like that.
Awesome.
Oh man, guys. So it's one of those moments where it's like you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here anymore.
Exactly.
But we do have a little after party that y'all can come join us at over in the after show. And so remember, if you need to find if you haven't gotten there yet, it's because you need to go like the page, and then we'll let you in, and then you can watch the show. So on Fridays we do our after
Or
show.
do I have to leave and then come back?
You'll have to.
Yeah, we have to close this down and then you come back.
Do I have to go change and come back for the after party?
You can, and we'll make sure that you get in.
We just
Deodorant.
need to ID at the door.
It's invite only.
Yeah.
Deodorant kiddo.
Secret knock. If you don't know the
just
secret
like
knock.
the page, just like the page on Facebook.
The group, Social UnDistancing
The
group.
The fan group.
I'm already.
Yeah.
And then subscribe to the YouTube channel too.
I'm going to give you the secret knock. Here it goes. I hope you got it.
Oh no.
And then you have to say New England clam chowder.
New England clam.
The
And
password
then
is
you get to give us the
Lollapalooza.
contra password after that.
Yeah, you have to say toy boat 3 times fast.
Toy bo-
I
You
can't.
can't even say it 1 time fast. So, see.
Doesn't help. I have a stutter.
Well, sorry then. What was
Whoa.
that?
Oh, sorry. That was my niece.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So he's babysitting. That's a question for the next show. So anyway, guys, everyone, we love you to death. Sandy,
I love
we
you all so
absolutely
much.
love you, and I hope you were super
Love you.
encouraged by tonight's episode.
Yes, I mean I loved it so much. Thank y'all so much for doing that. Thank y'all so much for staying on past y'all's bedtimes to do that. For me.
And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the show tonight. But you're all invited to the after show, and in fact, all you guys who are in here with us right now, I'll send y'all a link to come on to the after show with us too if you want to come over. That's fine.
Yeah, it's no holds barred.
It is. We're unscripted. We're not. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, I'm
Listen.
holding.
Real quick, I do want to let y'all know though, we have some pretty cool guests lined up for next week, and so I hope you're coming out. But I'll make all the promos this weekend so you can see who's coming over next week, and you can all join us. But everyone, have a great weekend, a wonderful
Yes, have a good
weekend.
weekend.
Sandy,
Y'all have a
happy
good night.
birthday again, and we'll see you all in the
Happy
after show.
birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Sandy.
Thank you
Love
guys.
you.
Love
birthday,
all y'all.
Mom.
Good night.
Did